So we've all heard about Brexit, right? And no, that's not something you take for morning constipation. Brexit. For decades, the British right wing has demagogued hatred for Europe. Then David Cameron calls for a referendum and tells everyone to stay in Europe. Oops. The UK wants out of Europe, Scotland wants out of the UK, and Wales doesn't know who they play football for. The aftermath has turned into a drama of Shakespearean proportions with plenty of Lagos and Lady Macbeths. So let me get this straight. According to the British media, conservatives call for a referendum about staying in Europe. Conservatives are unable to convince conservative voters to stay in the European Union. Election is held, and the UK votes out of the European Union. The majority of the Labour Party members voted to stay in the Union. And therefore, the leader of the Labour Party needs to resign. Huh? What? Because that's what's happening right now. Does that make sense to you? That doesn't make sense to me either. The conservatives call for this. They demagogue the European Union. Then they call for a vote to see if they should leave. Their own party says, yes, let's leave. And then now Jeremy Corbyn is somehow, they want to get rid of him. Currently, there's an attempted coup in the Labour Party by a bunch of neoliberal Blairite careerists. So remember, Jeremy Corbyn is like the Bernie Sanders of Britain, right? And so even his own party now, they want to get rid of him, right? These Blairite, these neoliberals. He's a real liberal, and they want to get rid of him. And so now, because when faced with an economic emergency created by Brexit, the treacherous new Labour chancellors decided to make it all about themselves. They wanted to stab Jeremy Corbyn in the front since he was democratically elected with a historic landslide. So this is the guy in Britain doing what Bernie Sanders did here, except he got elected with a historic landslide, blew everyone's mind. Huh? They want a lefty? Yeah. So now they're using the flimsiest of pretexts. The Tories' failed referendum campaign is the fault of, ready? Wait for it. It's the fault of Jeremy Corbyn. That's what they're saying. They have stage managed a bit of no confidence for Jeremy Corbyn. So they had a no confidence vote. The political lynch mob is led by someone named Hilary Benn, who ironically was assigned to lead Labour's campaign to stay in the European Union. Hilary Benn, a disgrace to his family's name, also defected against Labour to campaign with the Tories for meaningless bloodshed in Syria. So in other words, he's a great guy. Following Benn, the rats deserted a ship that wasn't sinking, and now they're left on a raft going nowhere. The neoliberal Blairites and Jeremy Corbyn's cabinet have purged themselves, and it's the best thing to happen in recent British politics. These traitors can't even figure out who their challenger to the leader is. They can't generate the energy that Jeremy Corbyn created by restoring Labour as the party to the left. And as long as Labour voters stay strong and unwavering for Jeremy Corbyn, these gutter conspirators will be left out in the cold without their trousers. So you know what happened? They took a vote of no confidence against him. The neoliberals are using a crisis concocted by the conservatives in England to get rid of him. So the neoliberals can't wait, except you know what happened? The people. He ain't going anywhere because he said, you didn't elect me, the people did. And I'll leave when the people tell me to. They called for a rally within 24 hours. There were 10,000 people rallying for him. Within 24 hours, 10,000 people rallied for him. He ain't going anywhere. So they gave him a bit of no confidence, Jeremy Corbyn. And you know what I say? I give a bit of no confidence to the politics of the past. I give a bit of no confidence to the pro-bank, pro-war, pro-austerity politics of New Labour. I give a bit of confidence in progressive leaders. I give a bit of confidence in democracy. I give a bit of confidence in Jeremy Corbyn. Don't freak out and carry on.